Yes! That's awesome!
Attention! A trigger warning is in effect. If you consider yourself a modern-day feminist or have zero sense of humor, the following video may cause you
emotional damage.
Viewer discretion is advised. Thank you, and fuck you.
What's happening, guys? Supernova here, back with another video, and boy, oh boy, am I going to enjoy making this one, because I know, I just know, it's gonna piss off modern-day feminists, and fuck them. Fuck them, they can suck a dick, right? They can suck a big old bag of dicks. But yeah, let's recap real quick. About 2 months ago, a host over on G4 named Indiana Black, aka Frosk, aka Frosk Urine, aka Machine Gun Kelly, and last but not least, aka Machine Gun Karen, went off on a fucking tirade about sexism in gaming and how she's constantly being attacked by fans who she claims are sexist and all this other shit, right? And for those of you who aren't sure what I'm talking about, I'm just going to play the video so you can see exactly what I'm talking about.
But I actually want to talk about something so much more important than Red Dead Online. Sexism in gaming. In joining G4...
This is not where I thought we were going, but I'm here.
I had no idea.
I'm listening. Yeah.
In joining G4, I was ecstatic to be part of something that I grew up watching as a child. But every time G4 is brought up in various channels, even in this YouTube channel, we have the chat in front of us. I can see you. Without a doubt, there will be backlash because I'm not as bangable as the previous hosts. It's somehow...
Talk to him, Frost!
It has somehow been expected that you can talk about how much you jerked off to women as a compliment.
It's
not a compliment.
It's weird.
It's dehumanizing and it's weird. Women do not exist to be nice on the eyes for you. Morgan Webb, Olivia Munn did not exist to be nice on the eyes for you.
Wait, you mean this Morgan Webb and this Olivia Munn, right? They didn't exist to be nice on the eyes to us. These two. Okay.
Hey, she cooking, y'all.
And that's just obvious sexism. You don't need to explicitly objectify women or declare that you hate women to be sexist. Just go ahead and check out Thorne's latest meltdown on Twitter for some spark notes. Now, here at XPlay, our reviews are written and produced by a team of people. There are too many games for one person to shoulder the burden. So we divide and conquer. And when we use language like we or I, that's the reviewer. That's coming from the mouth and experience of the reviewer reading that review. And that's not to say that Gerard, TBH, Adam, or myself don't contribute to the reviews. We absolutely do. But it'll always be in varying degrees and take a whole team behind us. That's why we're XPlay and not Adam Play. We have done the experiment.
Then we got this fucking douchebag here clapping like a fucking seal.
And controlled for the variables. Adam will read a script written by the same writer that I will read the other half of the script for, but I'll be the one flamed. And yeah, it also happens to Gerard and TBH, but that doesn't discount the sexism of how it happens to me when it does. Both things can be true, that there is a general hatred of any change that isn't Adam, and that I'll receive special flame just for being a woman. And I wish I could turn the camera around so that you could see the incredible team that make XPlay. Half of our producers and writers are women. Emily, Abby, Megan, Joe, Jake, Zipper, Gabby. It goes on and on and on. Former writers that are now on ATOS like Vanessa. When you're in our DMs or on those YouTube comments or in Twitch chat right now, those reactionary threads thinking that I'm somehow ruining your current XPlay experience because you can't objectify me how you previously did to Morgan, or that I'm somehow less qualified to speak on something, but you can't quite put your finger on why, even though I'm reading the exact same script as Adam, but you have no problem with he's part of it. You're letting your unconscious biases ruin my day, and you're gatekeeping the gaming space. So maybe for 2022, we be a bit nicer, a bit more self-reflective, and we enjoy the fact that people are working hard to make free content for you. If you don't like it, don't watch it. Peace.
Hey, I gotta back you up. I gotta back her up.
Just look at the look on this bitch's face, right? She's so pleased with herself, with her arms out like she accomplished something. Like, look at me. Look what I just did, right? This fucking bitch. But anyway, that was about 2 months ago. And in the months following her meltdown, both she and Adam Sessler and other people at G4 would continue to attack the fans and anyone else who criticized her or the comments she made and call them sexist and this ist and all kinds of ists and other names, right? Well, fast forward to now, because just the other day, G4 had a guest host on by the name of Amouranth, who, if you didn't know, is a Twitch streamer, actually one of the most popular Twitch streamers. Let's see if you can figure out why she's one of the most popular Twitch streamers. And listen, I don't want you to beat yourselves up if you can't figure it out. It is quite an enigma to many. Many of us just do not understand why she's so popular, but let's see if you can figure it out. So close. But being that this is Jeopardy, your answer must be in the form of a question. So, unfortunately, the answer that we were looking for is, what are tits? That's the reason that she's a popular Twitch streamer. Those. This is the same reason why Jessica Nigri is one of the most popular cosplayers. Not because her cosplays are amazing, not to say that they aren't, but because of these. Well, long story short, Amouranth is the guest host, and to say that G4 sexualized her is a bit of an understatement. Please enjoy.
Wow, look at that! Look at that!
It's a big one.
Wow, let's see what's inside here. Let's see if there's... Oh my God!
Oh my God!
Oh my God! It's Amouranth!
There's a woman. How much is she?
Oh my God! I just want to let you know, the price is not included, but Amouranth is not included in the price of this hot tub.
No.
But give a round of applause for Amouranth, everybody. Coming to present products for us today. How are you?
We all love playing with balls here.
That's true. Ladies, do we love playing with balls?
You hear that, guys? And she loves playing with balls. Oh, man. I'm sure that she's not there because she's easy on the eyes for men. That's not the reason why she's there at all. Why would that be the reason? I'm sure it has nothing to do with the fact that she looks like what Mary Jane Watson should look like in movies if you were trying to be comics accurate, right? That has nothing to do with why she's there. Not a goddamn thing. Oh, but wait, it gets better.
Please. That's right. Here we go. There we go. Give it up for Amouranth, everybody.
I've been doing it wrong the whole time.
Yeah, me too. All right. Snuffy, what do you think?
Sorry, I was like mesmerized by something. That's so.
As were we all. And hey, I'm gonna stop you right there. Get your fucking mind out of the gutter. How dare you insinuate that we were mesmerized by her jiggling tits and by the innuendo of her jerking off a big fat cock? How dare you? Get your mind out of the gutter, you sick, perverted piece of shit. Clearly, we were mesmerized by the sheer monumental amount of brain energy she must possess in order to demonstrate that exercise equipment so eloquently, so perfectly. We're just in sheer awe of her intelligence. And one must just assume that her IQ is off the scale, and that must be the reason. It could be the only reason I can think of why G4 why G4 would have her as a guest host on the show. I can't think of any other reason. As a matter of fact, I can't think of 2 other reasons. Just can't think of them. But anyway, yeah, what a difference 2 months make, right? We go from a fucking tomboy shim dyke.
Gasp! How dare you call her a dyke? You're a sexist.
Listen, I'll call the bitch whatever the fuck I want. This channel ain't monetized. What's the worst that can happen? YouTube deletes my channel? Boo fucking who? This is a hobby, not a job. So that tomboy shim dyke 2 months ago telling men universally that they're sexist and pieces of shit, and then the men on the channel agreeing with her, clapping for her, rooting her on, and then going on to continue to attack men in the following weeks, and basically say like, hey, this ain't for you. Don't like it, don't watch, right? Don't like it, don't watch. This isn't for you. We're only making content for fucking foo-foo sissy faggots and lesbians and LGBTQI, the LMNOP, ZWX, that keep adding fucking letters, and I honestly can't keep up, people. So if you're not those people, this need not apply to you. Fuck off, right? We went from that to this. And I just gotta say, I love it, because to me, that's a big old middle finger to Machine Gun Kelly. That's a fuck you and everything that you stand for and said, because here's some titties. And nobody hates titties, right? Fucking hell, even gay men love titties. The only people who don't love titties, I take it back, there are people who don't love titties. The only people who don't love titties are flat-chested cunts who are mad at the world because they don't have them. That's it. Other than them, there is nobody else on this planet who dislikes titties. It's just a universal rule of nature. Titties are amazing, and we all love them. But all jokes aside, because I do want to get on my soapbox here for a second, there's nothing wrong with this, right? There is absolutely nothing wrong with this. And there may be some females out there who are upset about this and claim that this is sexualizing women, but it's funny how these fucking hypocrites are usually the same ones who go to the movie theaters multiple times to watch Magic Mike. Like that's somehow not the sexualization of men. Classic case of rules for thee, but not for me. And that shit just doesn't fly for me, okay? If we're gonna have rules that we want to apply to society, then they need to apply all across the board, right? Like the sexualization of men and women doesn't bother me at all. I don't give a shit. But if they want to make a rule to where that's a bad thing and we don't do it, then that rule needs to apply everywhere. You can't pick and choose where the rule applies. Oh, it applies to women but doesn't apply to men? Fuck off! Either it applies to everybody or it applies to nobody. You can't just pick when it does or doesn't apply to shit based on the convenience to you. It doesn't work that way. Either it applies to everybody or it applies to nobody. But anyway, enough of that shit. Let me get up off my soapbox. But yeah, it's funny what a difference 2 months makes, and how after shedding thousands and thousands of viewers, G4 went ahead and did the very thing that Frosk claimed Olivia Munn and Morgan Webb weren't there to do, which is put on a fucking hot chick and sexualize her in order to bring in the male audience. Wow. Like, is Frosk is she gonna quit? Is she gonna resign? Because, I mean, clearly she works for sexist bigots, right? How can she work for these people? If she truly believes in the shit that she was spewing, then she should quit, right? Because if she goes on to continue to work for G4 after this, then truly she stands for nothing. She stands for nothing, and she'll continue to take that paycheck, even though it comes at the cost of sexualizing women. Something that she's clearly very much against. But see, that's when she thought that That was the G4 of old. Now that clearly this is the same G4, or at least G4 trying to appear to be the same G4, right? Now that clearly G4 is going to be doing the same type of shit, is she going to do what someone who really believes the shit she said would do and quit? Or is she going to shut the fuck up and happily take that paycheck? So far, it seems like the latter, but time will tell. Anyway, there was really no point to this video. I just thought that this was funny and wanted to talk about it. So I did. And that's all I got for you guys on this one. Anyway, guys, that's the video. Let me know what you think down in the comments. And as always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And I will catch you guys on the next Supernova.